Puppies!
If you've been watching our videos, you know that the dogs are a really important part of our adventure here at Blood. And between the daily bear encounters, the coyotes, the skunks,
elk,
and all the other animals, the wildlife, they help us create a safe space here so that we can live and farm. And so they're,
Yeah, and I mean, our pack is aging. Ivan with the sheep is over 9 years old, and he's really slowed down. And Uri here with the birds, he's almost 9. So we thought it's a perfect time to restock the pack.
So we got Bandeh 5 years ago, and I got it from a family, and Bandeh wasn't really well trained at that time when we got her.
As a livestock guardian.
Guardian dog. Yeah, she was beautiful. She was an amazing dog.
Yeah.
But she was a little bit too bonded to people, and it was a little harder to keep her with livestock. She had a little bit of separation anxiety issues. And so it took quite a bit of work at first to get her to stay with the livestock. But we managed to do that, and then once she bonded with her new family, and she was really good and really smart dog.
Yes.
Really good, brought new strategies to the team.
Alert and attentive.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Very good and extremely easy to handle. And so we thought, she would make it perfect. One day when we tried to breed, she would make a perfect dog for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Ootka, who is the dad, he's one of our bird dogs. We got Ootka and Arlo about 3 years ago from a neighbor in Cherry Creek, and they kind of were trained. They were still young. They were 8 months old, so they had exposure to the farm life, but it took a bit of training when they got to our farm. And we decided, because Bandeh wasn't spayed, neither of those dogs were neutered at the time. But we watched the temperaments and decided that Utka's temperament he was a lot more mellow, and really liked his temperament and just his form and how he acted around the animals. So we decided to keep him intact and then neuter Arlo. And which worked best because Arlo was working with the sheep and Bandeh anyway, so that makes our life easier. Ootka stays outside the pen, and then Arlo's in with Bandeh. So that worked out really well.
So exactly 62 days ago, Bandeh started showing signs of going into heat. So we thought that we take this opportunity and give it a try and see if we can breed her. We weren't sure if that's going to happen. At the same time, we were actually looking for puppies because we weren't sure if she will get pregnant. She's a little bit older, but we've been taking really good care of her, and she hasn't been bred for several years. So we thought, it's a perfect opportunity. She's got this. This place is beautiful. They're doing really good. They're healthy.
We had an aging pack.
Yeah.
So why not replace it with our own healthy trained livestock?
So we decided to put Bandeh and Ootka together.
Yeah. And then we let Bandeh out of the sheep for a little vacation with Ootka, and they spent. They'd spend the nights together, and then Bandeh would sneak back in with the sheep, get a break from Ootka. It was actually funny, and then but she won't go back out, so we'd let her out. So 2 nights. It was only 2 nights that we let her out for the night with Ootka, and then she was done with him. So she went back in with the sheep, and she didn't want to come out anymore. She's like, I'm done with you. So that's why her Bandeh. She knows she's a girl who knows what she wants and doesn't want. So,
but they figured that pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, because we've never ever bred Bandeh. We've never. Because we didn't need the puppies. So we just didn't feel the need to breed her.
Yeah.
So we weren't sure how she would do because we didn't know if she's actually been bred before. But they did. They figured it out, and it was Utka's first time as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But they were locked up for about like 25 minutes.
Yeah. The first time.
The first time, and
Yeah.
it was interesting.
Yeah. She was not impressed.
I think they didn't even know what happened.
No.
And they were just like confused.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But yeah, they within weeks she started to show signs of pregnancy, so we were pretty excited.
Her belly started getting bigger. Yeah.
We gave her special meals, like you started giving her second meals.
Yeah, she would, because usually I only feed the dogs in the morning. They don't move a whole lot, so they don't need it. The ones with the sheep. But Bandeh, we started. I noticed she kept looking for more food, so we started feeding her twice a day and double the amount twice a day. And then at a point, probably 2 weeks before she had her puppy, she stopped eating much at all. So she was very picky. She wouldn't touch her kibble for 2 weeks. She would only eat meat. So luckily we had our own, when we had our own meat that we were able to feed Bandeh. She was very happy eating that. And then very close to farrowing. There was 24 hours before not farrow. That's pigs. We're not talking pigs. We birthed a lot of things on the farm.
In many ways, it's similar actually.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So about 24 hours before she had her puppies, she didn't eat anything. Not even meat. Nothing. Actually, more than that. 36 hours. She wouldn't eat anything. So, and then we set up the horse trailer for her to have her puppies, so that we can actually move them when we move our sheep in time, so that the puppies have exposure with the sheep. And she was going underneath the trailer. That's where she wanted to make her nest. Yeah. It's cool, it's shady, but I had set up this beautiful area inside. Why wasn't she going inside? Anyway, so we fenced it about, 3 days before she had her puppies. We fenced off the bottom so that she would go in the trailer. It was great. She started going in the trailer. But about 24 hours before she had the puppies, she wormed her way under the trailer and dug a hole halfway to China. So that's how we knew that it was the day, because she dug this huge pit for to have her puppies in.
Their instinct kicks in and they want to make a quick nest, and digging the ground is the easiest way.
Yeah, it's probably about 2 feet deep. It was really impressive how she did that. How she was so big too. I don't know how she dug that under the trailer.
Yeah.
But
so we weren't sure if they might be too deep, and then the puppies might get crushed, or they may get too dirty in there.
They can't get up to her teats. So she had two of her puppies down there. That's where I found her. I left her because, Mama knows best, right? Why? That's what we learned on the farm. Usually, if Mama's doing something, you let Mama do it because they have a reason for it. So we let her have the first 2 down there, but then everyone was so dirty, and it was starting to get cool. So we took the puppies and moved Bandeh and the puppies in here in the warm trailer with the dry, clean straw. And she settled. She was happy. Once she settled in here, it was good. It's warmer for the puppies, and it's clean, and we can take better care of it. So.
But the timing worked out perfect, because that morning the sun started to slowly come into the trailer, and as she was having more puppies, it got a little bit nice and warm, so it was a little bit easier. First few, we had to dry them up and help her a little bit because it was cold and they were getting a little chilly, and we don't have a heat lamp here.
No.
But after the sun came, everybody was happy, and everybody was drying up quickly and just laying after drinking quite a bit of milk.
Yeah.
Once we put her up here, everything was great, and we were so impressed with how great her instinct is, just being a mom. Like she was doing so good.
She's very, very gentle with the puppies, and right away, would grab them, clean them up, and she's very attentive to them. So you rarely see any poop on their bums or anything, because right away she smells and she cleans them all up. It's very impressive. And when she doesn't move much, right? She doesn't move much. She stays here, very patient. And when she does get up and come back, she's very gentle about pushing everyone into the middle. She'll nudge them with her nose or pick them up and put them in the middle, and then she'll curl up around them. And which is, again, different than our experience with sheep and pigs.
Pigs especially.
Right, pigs especially.
Pigs barely can see their own babies.
Yeah.
Like at this stage, they're just like...
So their pigs are pretty gentle, and they'll walk slowly, and they'll kind of try to lie down really slowly so they don't crush their babies. But still, they don't they don't push them in the middle. They don't like lay down, and I don't know. It's different.
They're not as aware of where the babies are.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
slow, but Bandeh actually looks more carefully where the babies are. She has moved the babies a few times too, and sometimes she grabs them in her mouth and just picks them up in her mouth. It looks pretty scary.
Yeah.
But she's very gentle. Just grabs them in her mouth without hurting them, and then puts them down again somewhere else where she wants them.
We're really, really impressed with how well she did. So she's yes, she's such a good girl.
She's a great mama.
You're a good girl.
Now, with these puppies, of course, we will be training a few of them to replenish our team here, and the rest of them, they'll be available for sale. We're looking for local farms, so it's very important for us that they go to a working farm.
Yeah, these aren't pets. They won't be available for just anybody to purchase. We'll be very selective about where they go because they're livestock guardian dogs. They need a lot of space. They need a job, a lot of space, and they're gonna bark a lot, so they're gonna be noisy. So they'll be available to homes that can provide them that work.
Yeah.
Whether it's sheep or goats or whatever animal. So it'd be important. We're going to be very critical about where they go. Yeah,
it's very easy to get emotionally attached. When you see a puppy like this, and you're just like, I want to take it home so badly. But these ones,
they're not just any dog; they're a working dog. So it's really important to us that they go to the right home.
Yeah, because they can only be happy if they can. Express their instinct.
Yeah.
And their instinct is to protect.
Yeah.
And they need a lot of space to roam. And if you try to suppress that, they will be very sad. And we've seen evidence of that. And
then they just get put up for adoption or given away or
by
whatever.
the time they end up in SPCA or someplace like that, it's too late because they cannot be rehomed farms anymore because they've ruined the training period.
Yeah.
So it's very important for us that they get a good training here, and then they go to a good farm and they continue to be exposed to animals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Mama is Great Pyrenees, and Dad, Ootka, is an Akbash. And because of Mom is Great Pyrenees, all the little pups have these adorable double dew claws on their back feet, just like Mama has. So that's so cute, and that's a trait that comes from Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another interesting trait that comes from Bandeh, the Great Pyrenees, is the really interesting, cute marking on some of the puppies. So some of them are pure white, but some of them have all these interesting markings, and they fade away over time. But at this stage, it helps us a little bit distinguishing the puppies, so that's handy.
Like the most of it fades. Like you see, Bandeh has a bit of coloring on her ears. It's hard to see in the video, but she has a bit of coloring on her ears, and some Great Pyrenees have a bit of coloring on their backs and stuff.
So everybody is now happy. We'll show you some footage of the puppies so you can see how cute they are. These guys are, just 24 hours.
Cute. Yeah, just about.
Thank you so much for watching another one of our videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe and share the video.
Yes, we'll be bringing you weekly updates about the puppies and how they're doing. So
and all the other adventures here. Who knows what's next?
Everything else.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.